Hey, what's up, everybody? Well, my name is Jose, and this is my first video, my first introduction to my new channel. Well, my only first new channel that I'm going to have. Well, probably by the time this video is on YouTube, most likely I'm gonna have my channel. But anyways, um, I'm into cars. Always like BMWs. And what I have here is my 2003 BMW 325i. Um, it's quite stock, but there's certain things that I did to it. I mean, like anyone would do. I mean, simple things. And I will show you guys my car. And here it is. That's it right there. And one to begin with, I mean, I ended up putting the carbon fiber forgive me, the carbon fiber bezel, I think is the way you call it, on the cluster. It's actually, I mean, I was told it was real carbon fiber, but who knows? I mean, hard for me to believe, but it looks nice. The other thing that I did, it's I carbon fiber taped the pieces that goes in the door, the one that goes in the on the dash, and there it is, including the one on the. Actually, I did all of it. The ones that came with the wood, option. I did the back one as well. I mean, but the clips that actually holds the molding, they broke off. It's quite common on BMWs for those little plastic clips to break off. In fact, I should have plenty of them because of the reason of the fact that they break so often. And see, there it is. There is one right here. I'm pretty sure I have some of them laying around. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And well, not really, but as far as the inside. And we're gonna go to the outside so that I can show you how it actually looks like. And here we go. We're gonna go to the good side. It's actually morning right now. To be honest, it's let me look at the time. It's actually 9 in the morning, as you guys can see right there. It's quite shiny. I'm in a park close to where I live, and this is my car. Again, 2003 325i BMW. Sure, it's not an M3. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot of comments on that. Not an M3, blah blah blah. Well, I'm pretty sure the majority of people that say, "Oh, it's not an M3, you suck," is actually people that never even owned a BMW to begin with. But anyways, I'm not gonna really get into that. This is my first video. So let me show you around. I'm pretty sure that the first thing you guys notice are the wheels. 18s, front and rear. BBS LM style, not original. I'm not gonna lie. It's just LM styles, replicas. There we go. 18s on the front and 18s on the rear. And oops, that's my shadow. And the front ones, they actually have a 2.5-inch lip. While the rear ones, let me go back over there. They have a 3.5-inch lip. Actually, I'll put my finger in next to it. See, there's a comparison. Look at that. And I mean, I don't want to do the middle finger, but it's quite deep, actually. The tires, they're 235 40 18s. While the rear ones, they're 275 35 18. But I'm running into a little bit of a problem. I mean, to a certain extension, I guess. The back tires, they do seem to rub here and there. The fenders have been rolled as much as they could. Well, according to the shop that I took it, I mean, I did end up paying about 150. I think that was a little overpriced, but hey, I don't know, because the steel scrape anyway. The fender still touches the tire. Only when I go to a bump stop pretty hard that let's see if I don't notice it, which rarely happens, but it does. or if I have too much stuff in the back seat or the trunk. But going back to the tires, since on the back I have 275s, soon enough I'm gonna need new tires, but I'm trying to figure it out. Most likely I'm going to go with a 265 3518 because I looked at the specs, and it's about 3/8 of an inch shorter, as far as the height of the tire in general, than the 275. So hopefully that 3/8 of an inch, that should be enough for me to give me a little bit more clearance. And honestly, 275s, they're good, I guess. But to be honest, the car has been lowered. The brand that the lower springs, they're actually Tein, Tein, I think, right? I purchased this pretty much right after I bought the car. Well, not really. I want to say within a year after, because I wanted to enjoy it as far as stock. I like the stance. I don't know what you guys think. I actually do. Then, when I did that, I actually ended up putting some Bilstein's shocks all the way around. It does have that. I know that headlights, they're a little bit dull. I understand. It's just the fact that I've been lagging it. I try to keep it clean most of the time. That's my priority, because man, even though they might be the original headlights, I dig them better than the aftermarket with the little. I can always put the ring on it, but it's just the fact when you turn them on and it just goes up and down, and because of this, it's just BMW. I just like that. That's all. I know you guys are going, well, you can put some better. I can, but not yet. Damn, I didn't even notice that moisture on my headlight. Let's go to on my, you know what I mean. Anyways, corner light. There we go. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna notice that these are clear, because these are the Euro spec. I ended up buying them. The originals are amber color, and yeah. The other thing, it's to a certain extension, if it's a luxury BMW, the front grille, it does look nice, like I guess chrome, and depending on the color of the vehicle. But if you're trying to go a little bit more sportier, a black grille will definitely look a lot better. I know it's a stock bumper, but if you actually look at another car that has the regular chrome grille, it just doesn't really look that good. But anyways, mine is actually the original. All I did is just sanded. In fact, no, I actually used steel wool. I ended up removing the first layer of the other chrome, I guess. It's plastic anyways. But to roughen up the other surface, so when I spray painted, since I use a spray can that has primer and the color ready, which is I think it was Duplicolor, most likely Duplicolor. It was a semi-gloss, just because I wanted to match. I wanted the color to match the color of the inserts of the bumper, pretty much all the way around, as you can see it. And it just looks really nice. What else? Oh yes, muffler, well, exhaust. I actually have an X pipe. I started with an X pipe, right with the resonator used to be. I ended up cutting it. Well, I took it to the shop to have it welded on. They cut it, and right there, so right with the resonator used to be, there's an X pipe. Say whatever you want. I know it's not gonna make any difference. It's just, why not? Screw it. We'll just see. It was more of an experiment, see how it feels, what it does, how it sounds. I like it. And then I cut the muffler, and I put I will say, not a cheap muffler. Nah, this is actually a Magnaflow Performance. I ended up paying like installed it was about $350, which the muffler might still have the honestly the receipt. It was about $200, I think. for the muffler itself. And that was like years ago. So it was no, it was about 250, I think. And I'll show you guys a little bit what they did. I mean, the next time I get a chance to lift the vehicle, because actually I'm gonna be working on it, trying to do some things. I'll show you what the X pipe is, and how the muffler was welded on and everything. I know it's a little dirty, if it's noticeable in a bunch of spots in the windshields and everywhere. Is because it was raining, and where I live, well, there's 2 trees that pretty much cover my parking space, and the water and all the forgive me if I can pronounce the word, but residue of the tree, all the little things in it, fell on. I used to get the cleaner, to be honest, but then I became involved more with parenting. So now I kind of want to do something to it, you know. I want to refresh it up, do more than just what it is. Hopefully things go the way I wanted to go. And the next move that I've been thinking, it's I know you guys probably saw it on the internet or even on forums, or how very few people actually have been able to swap the differential. That's my thing. I know it's an automatic, but I mean, if I can, I will do it, and if I can afford it, I will, because I want to do something to it. Originally, which is the original that's in it right now, it comes with a 346 gear ratio. And what a lot of people do, they use the automatic and they put it on the manuals, because if I'm not mistaken, manual transmissions, they have a 293, if I'm not wrong, or 310, something like that. But since mine has a 346, I did my research, and it seems like from a C3 or a another one of those, but the 330 or the 330i or the 330i CHP, they have the 364 gear ratio diff. And now, since these cars, to be honest, are becoming more affordable, I've seen a lot of parts on wrecking yards, and I actually spotted a few differentials. I haven't purchased it, I haven't actually jumped on it, but they are available, and that's what I want to do. I want to put the 364 diff in it. I know it's not an LSD, but it's just going to be a little quicker off the line or whatever, more fun to drive, you know. After the diff, if I can, well, the car has a lot of miles because I had it for a long time, but I take care of it. Never miss an oil change. I mean, the maintenance is as much as it has been able to be on time. I mean, it never given me any problems, major problems. Actually, it did. I take that back. I had to rebuild the tranny because of the fact that the last owner never ever did any maintenance. I was working on the engine, as far as you know, refreshing it up. I did radiator. I did the radiator, did the water pump, anything that had to do with the cooling system, and then the belts, the pulleys, the differential fluid. I even did that. What else did I do? And did the oil pan gasket, and then I did the valve cover gasket, and then he cleaned the fuel injectors. I think the whole fuel system he cleaned it, and that was when the tranny broke down. So while the car was in Jackson, well, might as well did do the rest of it, and that's when I did the pretty much the full service, if you want to call that. Then brakes. I mean, they're stock brakes. But the thing is this. Oh yeah, you know what? Before I forget, at home I have some Zimmerman 330i rotors, front rotors. The thing is this. with this models, as far as the 325 and as far as the 325 and the 330, the differences are very few of them. Well, they're quite big. I mean, the engine, the diff, the flanges. That I was told they're a little bigger to be able to handle the little extra more power of the M54 3.0 liter. But as far as the mounting spots for the front calipers and I think the rear calipers as well, mostly the front. It's it, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to swap them out. So my idea as well is that put replace those 325 rotors for the 330s. I have to replace the calipers, and most likely might as well do the lines, brake lines, put something better in it. Do the whole flush on in the car as far as the brake system, all the old fluid. I mean, I already did the flush. I did it myself. I know how to do it. I know how to work on my car. Is I don't really gladly as far as aside from my friend helping me with the tranny when he took a dump on me, the majority of the stuff with the car I've done it. I want to say 90% of the stuff I've done it gladly. So I know my car. I know how it is. So I feel like the things that I want to do, I will be able to do them. But yes, oh yeah, the next step later on, it's if I can, because I mean, I know at one point once the engine itself decides to just give up, whether I just replace it for the same engine or I'll just put a 330i. I know most people are gonna be, you can do an LS and you get more power and blah blah. Yes, LS are good, but the thing is this: everybody has them. Who knows? Maybe I don't want an LS yet. I mean, I don't want an LS right now. I still want to stick with BMW. Just as a project, pretty much. Just as something that a lot of people have done it. I just want to see where it goes, where it takes me. But I want to go with the M54 3.0 off of the same years. Probably another 2003 330i. And if I can, who knows? 330i CHP. Probably by then, they will become older. They will be older, and they will be more affordable. And that's my plan. And with the manual, it's not gonna be trashy. I hope not. It's not gonna be something. I know it's gonna take a little bit of work, but it's just. I mean, if let's say if I would say LS, I would have. I know it would be cheaper as far as buying, or even the same price as buying the BMW 3.0 engine. But I don't have to worry about doing for now. I don't have to worry about doing motor mounts and try to make things fit, and the tranny and the differential. I mean, that's just gonna add up. So it's easier just for me to go to a raking yard and find a 330i, take buy the tranny and the motor and the with the dry shaft, which is just gonna connect to the diff, which hopefully by then I already have the differential of the 330, so it kind of makes sense. I'm not really, I mean, I like drag racing, but I'm not gonna drag race it. I kind of want to start doing tracks little by little, handling courses and stuff like that, and then that's what I want to do for now. So I want to do the 3.0 and I don't know, tune it up, do something not radical, honestly. Like I said, I'm leaning towards more of the handling of the car. But yeah, that's my idea. Hopefully, when it's needed to replace the engine, the whole plan is this. The whole plan is this 330i engine with a little bit of mods of the 330i CHP. Manual training, because it's gonna come with the engine. The dry shaft is gonna come with the tranny. I'll make sure it comes with it, and it's just gonna bolt to the 330i that hopefully soon I can put it on this one. And the only difference to the 325 is the fact that the flanges with the axis bolt on, they're different. So I'll just, I'm still gonna have my 325 diff. I just take those flanges and put them on the 330 so they can bolt on, and that's it. It's just easier and affordable to me. I mean, of course, who wouldn't like to have an LS because of the fact it's used to make power, but tranny and all the stuff, it's just gonna take too much. And for me, now, I mean, and that's pretty much it. And hopefully things go the right way. Like I said, I'll be going to the rig here to get the diff, but it's just little things. Like I said, I mean, they become affordable, and I know they're fun to drive, and it's just a whole different experience. That's all, and I just want to make it better. And I want to share with you guys. As far as I'm not gonna make any promises. I just try to go as far as I can and as much as I can, and hopefully that's enough. And we'll see from there. So, anyways, this is Jose. Signing out once again. 03-325i. This should be fun.